I have a bone to pick about your constant Saquon criticism for the Giants. Like, Saquon it's like buying a Maserati when you can't afford your rent. Yeah, you have a nice car, but where are you going to take it, you know?
You know what?
He's like the girlfriend that you had. Now he left you. He's moved on. And you just stalk his Instagram and wish him a happy birthday once in a while.
But here's by the way, great analogy,
Hey.
Sully. I mean, you paint vivid word pictures. We appreciate anybody who can come on and paint vivid word pictures with analogies that everybody finds relatable and can understand. I appreciate that. But it's the same way that we heard Jerry Jones saying we couldn't afford Derrick Henry. You can always afford somebody with the salary cap.
He's never going to put us over the top. He's someone who can raise your ceiling. He's not going to raise our floor necessarily.
Guess what?
We weren't one Saquon away from the Super Bowl. It's not like we're the Cowboys or we're the Ravens who needed a dynamic running back. We have so many other problems to fix. It was just very low.
I just
priority list. I felt.
Sully, thanks for the call. Greatly appreciate a call back. I'm sorry. He can, and anybody calling me can give me the analogies of, you know, what do you say? Don't buy a Maserati when you can't afford the rent.
Yeah.
You know, okay, fine. I just find that I will not look at Saquon Barkley and say he was a luxury that the Giants just couldn't afford. I'm sorry. You know, and again, I understand when the Jets were winning with Jamal Adams and they sent him packing to the Seahawks, you know, for 2 number 1s, because they're like, we're not building around a safety, and you don't build around a running back, right? I guess when you don't have enough other players around you. But you gave all that money to the quarterback, and to make sure that the quarterback works, you're going to let the best offensive player go because you need to raise it down to the ground and start again around that quarterback when he only has 1 more year left on his deal? The line from Arrested Development, that great hit show that I'm watching again because Xander is binge watching it nonstop right now. You know, thank goodness. When he was just binge watching the Kardashians, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's walking in, he's binge watching the Arrested Development show, and I'm like, okay, I'll sit down with you.
What are you doing?
Honestly. But the reason why I'm bringing that up, it's that line from the dad. Always would say, there's always money in the banana stand. I don't want to spoil the line on how it plays out in Arrested Development. But I bring it up. I said, there's in the salary cap world, there's always money in the banana stand. Yeah. It's just, it's how you decide to divvy up the banana stand. Or we are not going to sign contracts that put this on the credit card because that's not the way we do things around here. Come on. Especially when you know. The owner knows it. We all knew it. There's a bright flashing light from Philadelphia saying, we'll take him. You're going to let him walk? And then what? Then you're like, yeah, well, we couldn't afford it. So then with Saquon gone and the team being rebuilt in the manner in which it's going to be rebuilt, you're going to win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years, right? Because that's the window of Saquon Barkley's excellence that he has remaining before the dreaded 30 hits, right? So you're going to win. So you're going to let him walk, and then you'll show us how he was the one holding you back to the point where the face of the team, the Walter Payton Man of the Year candidate for your team, is suddenly viewed as a luxury you can't afford. I'm sorry, just not buying it. And I'm hoping, to be proven incorrect for all of my Giants friends, that Devin Singletary will be good enough, and other running backs that they might be able to pick up or draft in other later rounds will be good enough, and the quarterback that could have been redeemed easier or faster with Saquon being there, like the one team that boat raced the team that came in and beat them in week 1 with Sam Darnold. And again, this is not like the quarterback conversation that we're constantly having, Christopher and TJ and everybody else. It's not like that. Like, why are you paying this guy when he hasn't proven it yet? Make him prove it.
Yep.
It's a difference between paying somebody $55 million a year and whatever Saquon and the Giants were haggling about.
Which we saw in Hard Knocks. It ended up to be $1 million extra. It was right there. John Mara didn't want him to leave.
Saquon has the Philadelphia Eagles almost 3-0. If he caught that ball, and again, I feel bad saying this over and over again because that was just the one play that crystallized.
He was
the
awesome
Eagles.
In that game.
He was spectacular, and it's so uncharacteristic of him to drop the ball.
Right.
If the Eagles had done 50 other things in the game, so it didn't have to come to that play.
Sure.
Right? They could be 3-0. And the reason why they won 2 games, he scored 3 times against the Packers in Brazil. And when it was all looking terrible because the Saints had more points because the Eagles turned down multiple field goal opportunities to take the lead, and everybody's wondering what the hell's going on with this team and its decision-making, he rips one off 60+. And even then, they coughed up the lead again and needed Dallas Goedert to save the bacon. All that said, he is a game-changing talent.
Great save.
He is a game-changing talent for Philadelphia right now. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.